Welcome back as we learn more about autism. It's the fastest growing developmental disability in the United States. You might have heard about a wonderful organization in our community called PARC. PARC provides more than 40 services to more than 800 children and adults with developmental disabilities. And their newest program is dedicated to providing applied behavior analysis as medically prescribed therapy to children and to adults who are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Kelly Caputo, who is the Vice President of Community Relations at PARC, and Shayla Wingfield, who is a board-certified behavior analyst at PARC, join us now to talk about it more. Shayla, Kelly, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
PARC has been around for quite a while. You do so much good in this community. Talk about what you do overall.
Well, we're so proud to have that 60 years under our belt, and it really was a grassroots effort to help children and adults with developmental disabilities. We have over 40 services that we provide either on our campus in St. Petersburg or out in the community. So it's everything from adult day training, life skill programs, to employment, to a preschool, to all these services to help a child and an adult with a developmental disability be a part of our community.
I can't imagine our community without PARC. It would be a much different place.
We were one of the first in the state of Florida, and we to this day we're one of the largest social service agencies supporting those with developmental disabilities in the state.
And not only do your programs help the children and the adults with these disabilities, but you are such a relief to the parents and the family, because it's not just the person who's diagnosed who is dealing with their disorder, but the families as well. It affects the entire spectrum there.
Correct, and that's where we started, was parents saying, we need help, we need support.
Right.
Those were where we started. That's our foundation, and that's where we are today. We need to make sure that everybody's healthy, everybody's happy, everybody is comfortable.
Right, right. That's a good point. So 60 years ago, you guys started here, thank goodness. You did not have an autism program. There really wasn't a need for it per se, because it was not a diagnosed disease at that time.
Correct.
Why did you start? You opened last May of 2013, with the ABC Center. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, the foundation of PARC, of course, was starting programs that nobody else had for the individuals that we were serving. So that's our mission, that's what we do. So as there was an increase in those children being diagnosed with autism, or even adults who may have been misdiagnosed now getting the autism diagnosis, we said, our community needs this. Our community is saying there's not enough services. So what does PARC do? We go out and we say, you know what? We're going to open an autism behavioral center that's going to have the ABA therapy either on site right there at PARC or in someone's home or a location of their choice. So again, it's to fulfill a need in the community. Increased diagnosis means increased needs. So that's where we come in, and that's where Shayla comes in with her team to say, what can we do for the child and the family?
Shayla, talk about autism. What is it, and are there different levels of autism?
Yes, there are different levels of autism. Autism spectrum disorders are characterized by deficits in three key areas: behaviors and interests, communication, and social interactions. So depending on the severity of those symptoms determines where you are on the spectrum. So for instance, a child that has average to normal intelligence also may have limited social skills, but does have language, would be on the Asperger's, diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, whereas a child with more severe symptoms such as lack of communication, repetitive movements, behavior problems will have autism
So
diagnosis.
is it fair to say that no two children who are diagnosed with autism are the same?
True.
They're, for the most part, very individually different.
Yes, very different.
Wow. And so you really have to make these personalized programs. When a child comes there, what types of therapy do you do? Like, give us a couple program examples.
Well, we use ABA therapy to teach a variety of skills. One main skill is language and communication. We have verbal behavior. We use naturalistic teaching to see what the child is already motivated in and use that as a encourager to get them to talk. We also work on self-care and daily living skills, trying to get them as independent as possible.
Sure, because you're probably seeing a higher number of people who are older. They're not just children.
Right, right. Academics, there's a range of skills that we try to teach them.
Excuse me, Sheila, and correct me if I'm wrong, the early intervention is the key. So the earlier you can get to the children, say the 3 to 5 year old range, the increase that is 20 to 50% more likely to be mainstreamed in a typical kindergarten classroom, which is huge.
That's a big difference.
So that's a big deal for us at the Autism Behavioral Center, is early intervention, getting the children young, early diagnosis, maybe 18 months, hopefully, so we can work with them throughout this and get them school ready.
Okay.
Also providing support for parents as well.
Again,
parent training is essential in the progress of the child.
Well, it affects the whole family. Yeah, sure it does. Insurance, do they need insurance? How is that covered?
We provide funding through insurance. We take Medicaid, TRICARE, CMS. So you have to get the autism diagnosis, and then we can help you obtain funding for those services.
Okay. Somebody comes to you. How many people do you turn away, Kelly?
No one.
Nobody.
We want to get those children and those adults that need it into the program. That's what we're looking for. There is not an end here. There's no wait list.
Right.
We are looking for children and adults that would like the ABA therapy, would like to come to our autism center, or would like us in their home. We want to help people. We will add more staff to accommodate the bigger groups. That's what Park does. That's what we need.
Thank goodness for Park. You guys do an amazing job in our community, and I have personally seen firsthand what great deeds you do for so many people and their families who are affected with developmental disability. So thank you, and God bless Park. It's a good thing you're here in our community. Shayla, Kelly, thank you for being here. Thank you for what you're doing, and we'll see you at the Autism Walk, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right,
Definitely.
good. Well, we're going to talk about that walk coming up next. It's a fun, healthy event that you and your family can take part in to promote and support autism awareness. Stay with us.